Last Sunday, I was sitting outside my house. I picked up a stone and threw it up in the sky. It came back and hit my nose, and it hurt me. I picked slightly bigger stone and again threw it up in the sky. It came back and hit my chest and again hurt me. That is when I realized every time I throw out an expectation from other people, it mostly goes unfulfilled, brings in disappointment and hurts me. Every expectation from other people which goes unfulfilled creates disappointment and hurt. It's a vicious cycle. In spite of knowing it, our day is so filled with expectations. Every day morning, I wake up with an expectation that my maid will be on time. I expect that my son would get ready without throwing any tantrums. I expect that my manager will give me the required document the moment I get into my office. My whole day is filled with expectations from other people all the time. But friends, people around are not born to fulfill our expectation. People around don't have any obligation to fulfill my expectation. In fact, they're so busy expecting from other people themselves, little do they care to sit down to fulfill my expectations. That's not their obligation. But well, I continue to expect. Friends, recently I learned right English. It is not that my wife hurts me. It is my expectation from my wife hurts me. It is my expectation from my son hurts me. It is my expectation from my maid hurts me. It is only my expectation which at the end hurts me. In fact, most of my expectations are probably not even mine. They are borrowed from people and society. I have an expectation to drive a luxurious car. I am quite not sure whether this is even my pure expectation or is it borrowed from somebody. Just because my friends around are driving luxurious car, maybe I have borrowed that expectation into me. Just because I always see that society is filled with women who cook for their husband, I have borrowed this expectation and expect my wife to cook for me. Is this really my expectation? I don't even know. Whether it is my own or borrowed expectation, at the end when it goes unfulfilled, it will disappoint and hurt me for sure. Wise people say, have high expectation from oneself and low expectation from people around. Because if you fail to live up to your expectation, it will lead to constructive discontentment, which is absolutely okay compared to getting disappointed and hurt. People even say, why not expect ingratitude from people? It's better to be surprised when something happens than get disappointed or hurt by expecting from other people. Friends, but this is more idealistic. Having a relationship where we do not have mutual expectation is a spiritual journey. It's not a destination. And it's not very easy to be there. So how do we manage to expect and yet not get hurt, at least not much? To start with, the moment a thought of expectation from other people come in, can there be a parallel thought which says, others really don't have an obligation to fulfill your expectations, so most likely it won't be fulfilled and it's okay? Can we start with a negative footing? It's okay if my expectation is not fulfilled by others. The other day, I was walking in a village and I saw a beautiful mango tree. I'm a connoisseur of mangoes. It was a Totapuri mango. it had that yellowish, orangish tilt, and I knew for sure it's going to be yummy. So I sat down below the tree and started looking at the mango tree, looking at the mangoes and expecting to eat mango. After sitting for half an hour, I saw one mango which was low-lying. I thought I would reach. So I went near it and jumped to reach. No, I could not. I jumped and jumped and jumped, but I could not reach the mango. Then I saw a stick lying there. I picked it up and tried to use that stick to hit that mango. I was marginally missing it. Then I got frustrated. I started throwing stones at it. In frustration, when we throw stones, hardly I would reach to my aim. So it never hit a mango. Then I started climbing up the tree. Somehow managed to put my hands onto one of the mangoes. I did it. Friends, having an expectation to eat a mango is perfectly fine. But sitting down below a mango tree, doing nothing with just expectation would yield nothing. If I need to have the mango, I need to jump, I need to use the stick, I need to climb up, I need to do what all it takes. Because it is my expectation to eat a mango. Very similarly, let's assume I have a nice expectation to spend a good Sunday with my son. And next day morning, I wake up to see, for my bad luck, he's going out with his friends for a day outing. And I get disappointed because my expectation is not met and I get hurt. But instead, if I understand that it is my expectation and I need to work for my expectation, I would probably go to my son a day prior and tell him, I have an expectation to spend a good time with you. Have some fun. So can we get up and go for a walk early morning tomorrow? Let's say he says yes. And for your bad luck again, the moment you go there in the morning, you see that the room door is locked, the fan is in full speed, you are banging the door, but he is snoring and he has no idea what's happening in the world. Instead of getting disappointed, you understand that if jumping doesn't work, you need to use stick. If stick doesn't work, you need to probably throw stones. So I catch my son when he wakes up and would tell him, why not go for a movie? And he goes through his book my show and he says, sorry dad, there is no good movie worth going. Hey, now the stone is also not working. Can you think of climbing the tree? So I will ask him, son, is there a possibility that we can go for the restaurant you always love to go for lunch? Maybe it may work. But friends, it's my expectation, so I need to make it work. To an extent that the least I can do is express my expectation to the concerned person explicitly. If I want to spend a good day with my son, I can't tell my wife that I want to spend a good day with my son. It won't help. I need to express my expectation explicitly to the concerned person. That means I need to tell my son what is my expectation. It's like this. I want to spend a day with my friend and I'm feeling very low. I want to pour out my heart and I want him to hear me through. Instead of having this expectation inside me, I rather call him up and tell him, buddy, I am feeling a little low. I want you to be a good listener today. Can you please help me? So that your expectation is expressed to the concerned person, there is a good possibility it might happen. If it doesn't happen, it's alright. So friends, having expectation is very, very dicey. It can most likely lead to disappointment and hurt. So the least what we can do is start with a negative footing, hoping that even if it does not happen, it won't hurt me. I am alright, it's okay. They don't have obligation to do that. Going forward, it is my expectation, so I need to work for my expectation. It is either jumping or throwing stones or using sticks or climbing. I need to do whatever it takes because it is my expectation. And lastly, the least I can do is express my expectation explicitly to the concerned person. Please do think about it. Thank you.